It's like all covered. All covered.
That's a lot of snow. All right, so when it comes to oatmeal, first thing you want to do is make sure you got a good oatmeal. Steel cut oatmeal basically means it's just cut in half. You can tell by the grains. So it has the least amount of processing. I love Bob Red's Mill. I always talk to people about Bob's Red Mill. You can buy Bob's Red Mill anywhere. They are the Golden Spurtle world champion. Went all the way over to Germany or wherever, Scotland, where they do the world championship of oatmeal, and they won, I think, several years. So this is organic steel cut oats. Very, very, very healthy. We've got 4 grams of fiber, 31 carbs, 4 grams of protein. But as I always talk about, there's a way to add more protein so you can get a 5-to-1 ratio there. And I'm going to show you some of those things. So it's real simple. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes to cook, but honestly, I like it a little more gritty. And I only cook it about 10, 12 at the most. And it just tells you right here, you can use water or milk or whatever. So it's like I make a cup at a time for about 3 or 4 of us at a time. 1 cup of oatmeal to about 3 cups of milk or water. Now, I started this up. You're going to heat your milk up first, and then you're going to put in your stuff, your oatmeal. Now, you may notice this looks a little chocolatey. That's because I had a special request this morning. Instead of just using the regular soy milk that I usually do, the unsweetened soy milk, Jack said, hey, I got to go out there and shovel a foot of snow. I need a little extra incentive, right? So instead of using this, which is awesome because you're going to get lots of awesome protein. As I said, this is all fortified a lot these days, lots of vitamins. You're not really going to get any sugar. He said, okay, Dad, well, if I'm going to go shovel all the snow for you, I want to have something fun. And can we use this is from Costco. This is the Kirkland brand, organic chocolate banana almond milk. This is an unbelievable product. These are the kind of products where having a membership at a wholesale club makes it worthwhile. For the $50 a year, whatever you pay, you can get some unbelievable deals. There are 18 of these in here for $12. That's about 65 cents a piece, okay? These are awesome. They have pea protein in them. They are organic. They are vegan. They only have 10 grams of sugar, banana puree. I don't know why I was thinking that. There's cocoa in here, B12 fortification, 10 grams of protein, only 100 milligrams of sodium, no saturated fat. So again, this is an unbelievable product for 65 cents. You could put this in your kids' lunches. You could drink it for breakfast. You could take it for lunch. 65 cents. Unbelievable product there. So what I did is I took 3 of those, I put them in the pan, I started to warm it up, and I put in a cup of oatmeal. This was only a couple minutes ago that I added the oatmeal just to give it a head start, okay? As you can see, it's already getting thick. So if 3 people or 4 people eat this, which it's gonna yield a pretty good amount. If 3 or 4 people eat this, it's only 10 grams of sugar each.
Fills you up. It's got a lot of fiber.
Very filling. Lots of fiber, lots of protein. And again, with using this, you're adding a way more protein and fiber, because I believe these have, with the pea protein, an extra 4 grams of fiber. Yeah. So you're adding more fiber, adding more protein. I put 3 of these in. So you take the protein from the oats and the protein from this, and you've just got an unbelievable amount of protein at that point. We're going to talk about ways to add even more. So as you can see, this is getting pretty thick already. And basically, I had it on about 5 or 6 here to warm up the almond milk. Once I added the oatmeal, I turned it down about 2.5. You really just kind of want to let it, just heat up there. So while that's kind of going, we're going to talk about some other things. Now, if we did use regular soy milk here, one of the things you could do, obviously, like we talked about in our smoothie video. If you haven't seen our smoothie video, definitely check it out. It's on our channel. We talk about everything we put in our smoothie and everything. Raw, organic, cocoa powder or cacao. You can use this. It's fancy. You can just use regular cocoa powder, whatever.
It's pure chocolate.
Right, pure chocolate. No baloney. You're going to add more protein. You're going to add more fiber. Okay, and it's going to taste great without adding sugar. Okay, so if you really want to go hardcore and not add any sugar at all, even though literally 10 to 7 grams, we split this 3 or 4.
It tastes sweet enough.
Right.
You don't need to.
Right. This is going to add some more sweetness, but you got to keep stirring it. Honestly, if you really want to go hardcore and have no sugar at all, do some cocoa powder. Okay, the other thing you can do, as we talked about before, putting in when you're done, or just toss a Brazil nut in the middle of your bowl. Have about one every morning. Very high in selenium. Very good. You don't want to have too much selenium.
Make sure you have one every day.
Right, one every day.
You have one.
So this is great, great, great. A lot of people are deficient. Plus, Brazil nuts are great, and you can get a huge bag for $8 and just eat one a day. This bag will last you a month or two. Toss one in the middle of your oatmeal, and it's like finding a prize at the middle of the bowl, right? Now, of course, walnuts. You take about a quarter cup of walnuts. You can add those into your oatmeal. I'm actually going to add some right to this mix because everybody here likes them, and I like to just kind of cook them in right with the oats because I'm going to do about 2 handfuls, maybe a little more, about a cup. That way everybody gets about a quarter cup when we divide it up, okay? Just stir those in. I like cooking them in with the oatmeal myself because they tend to kind of soften up a little bit, and then they're just kind of all mixed in, and then that's really awesome. You can see that's getting nice and thick after just a couple minutes.
Hey Dad. Speaking of bananas over there, we found this at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of really big.
One of the things I was going to talk about, if you wanted some banana, you just want to, now this is banana puree, so this is organic banana puree in here, but if you wanted to just add a banana, yes, some of the hugest bananas in the world, organic bananas from Trader Joe's, 25 cents a piece. They have like never raised their price. I think the regular bananas are what, 19 cents?
Yeah.
And the organic are 25 or something. So a lot of people would say, wow, that's expensive.
Worth your money.
But if you get a banana twice the size,
you split it into 3 pieces. 3 people
right.
need it.
So you could slice this over your oatmeal when you get done. So in addition to adding walnuts or Brazil nuts or cocoa powder, you could add banana, slice that in. The other thing you could do, of course, is some blueberries. Even in the wintertime when there's a foot and a half of snow outside and you can't get fresh blueberries, again, a place like Walmart or Costco or something like that, 4-pound bag of wild blueberries for like $10. This is enough to last our family a week or two. Okay?
That's a lot of small blueberries.
Yes, and the nice part about the wild ones, are very small. You could toss them in here. You could just cook them, or you could put them in afterward. Whatever you want to do.
They taste really natural too. They got a really sweet taste. No added sugar in it.
Very good, very good, very good. So you could add some of that fruit if you wanted to get more antioxidants in that. Okay, to this, you could really spice it up. The other thing, of course, is flaxseed. You could take some ground flaxseed. I actually added a couple tablespoons of this when I added the oatmeal, just to cook it right in the batch. You could add it afterward or before, it's up to you. Of course, recommend the ground flaxseed. It's best to grind it yourself. If you do buy it pre-ground, make sure you keep it in the fridge. That way the wonderful, precious omega-3 fats that flaxseed is known for doesn't break down, okay, like at room temperature. And you're not really gonna unlock that if you don't grind it up, because the whole seed really is hard to chew. Now, I have noticed when I put whole flax seeds in my oatmeal and kind of cook them with the oatmeal, they do tend to swell up and pop in your mouth, so you probably, that's another option you could get as well, okay?
Like healthy rock candy.
Right. Exactly. So you can tell this is getting pretty thick. This is almost done. And I only gave it a couple minutes head start, so once it thickens up like this, it's pretty much done. Now, some other things you could add. We always talk about our pumpkin pie spice. We make our pumpkin pie spice ourselves. You could see that in the smoothie video. We do have our own recipe. This is one of the reasons I do not add the turmeric and pepper to the smoothie mix, is because I can use this for other things. Okay, so since this is almost done, I'm going to add this to this as well. Now this is just the allspice, nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, and like I said, I'm going to put that in description.
It matches really good with any kind of oatmeal or something.
Right.
It's got a really good taste with it.
Yeah, and the chocolate and the pumpkin pie spice and everything together, the banana, I mean, this is really going to be tasty. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon per person. We got about 3 people eating this today, so I'm going to put 3 half teaspoons in, okay? And again, you're not even really going to taste it that much, but the cool part is you're getting all those wonderful antioxidants and lots more flavor, and due to that, you're not adding a bunch of sodium or sugar. Again, there is a little sugar in here because Jack said, hey, it's a special day of shoveling snow, I want to use these.
We got them from Costco.
Right. But
Costco's everything.
Costco has everything, right? Jack likes Costco. What's your favorite thing about Costco?
You can sit in the chairs. Like they have chairs there and they have furniture and you can just sit
like
in
the
them.
massage chairs.
Yeah, you can test them.
My favorite part. What's Dad's favorite part? Samples.
Samples. I forgot they have samples.
Yeah.
Samples and the chairs and stuff. So.
Free samples.
Yeah.
Nice, because you get to try stuff before you buy it. So as you can see,
you get to try it before you buy it to see how it is.
Try it before you buy it. As you can see, this is pretty much almost done. Now this is going to be way too hot to try. Believe me when I tell you this is going to be delicious. Just like we talked about in the smoothie video, if you want to add peanuts or a different kind of nuts, you can. Walnuts obviously are the highest in omega-3, so they're pretty much going to be the best. I do recommend flaxseed. If you like chia seeds better, you do chia seeds. They're pretty much the same, not as good as flaxseed, still have a lot of omega-3s. You could put some pumpkin seeds in here. The pepitas we talked about. This time of year, awesome, high in zinc. But the pumpkin spice is really good too. I am going to put the recipe for the pumpkin pie spice in the description, and I'm going to talk about some of these other products and how we make this. Once it starts to get to the point where you're seeing these big kind of like bubbles pop up here and it's getting nice and thick. So this has been about 10 to 12 minutes. Again, a little shorter than the recommended time. I like it this way because I don't like it really super like soggy. I like the
intensity in the nuts. You can all taste it.
Yeah.
Taste it all.
I like the grittiness. I like the whole grain.
It's crunchy.
Right. I like it to be that way. Right. So once it gets to this point, you're going to kind of turn your heat off, set it aside, let it cool. Put it in some bowls. Again, you could add some fruit at that point. You could add more nuts if you want. I'm going to toss in a Brazil nut into mine. Probably everybody else is too. Any questions that you have about anything, feel free to reach out anytime. You can always hit us up in the comment. Let us know if you like this video. And of course, we recommend subscribing to our channel because we do all kind of fun things like this all the time.
And hit the bell to get notifications.
And hit the bell to get notifications, like Jack said, for future recipes and things like that. This is really, like you can see, it's not that long to do this. You turn it on, you let your milk heat up, and you can go get dressed in the morning for work. Come back, toss your stuff in, 5 to 10 minutes, you're done. And you can put it in a bowl. A lot of people even put it in a mug, and you could almost drink it on your way to work in the car. I've seen lots of people doing that, like a little stainless steel mug, and just drink it out of there. So lots of different ideas there. We're going to get out, and we're going to work on this snow.
What are we going to do after shoveling the snow?
We're going to go sled riding.
We're going to go sled riding, yeah.
Right.
It's going to be really icy, but it's all powder, so it shouldn't be too compact.
It's mostly powder.
It should be really fun.
Hopefully it's not bad to shovel. All right, guys, take care, and I'm going to just switch this over so Jack can say bye here. Where you at? There you are.
Bye.